What up, guys? It's Go Cosplay here, Cat Noir, and you're probably wondering something's different on my face. Let me show you. It's my mask. Yeah, it's my mask, everyone. Yeah, I made this mask. And also, just to show you, I made something for my baton to go on, which I did a pretty good job. So I'm here to show you how I did all of this. Let's get to it. Okay, guys, so first up, I forgot to put my glove back on. So first up, I'm going to show you how I did this with my belt. So I took my belt off so I can show you. So I put Velcro on. So I have my baton here that I made. It's pretty simple, really. So you just get like an old steel pipe or something. Then you like cut out a paw. You print off a paw. You cut it out so you stick it on. Get some strips for there, and then you're done. Use like some sort of spray paint. So here is the front. They may look like they're back to front, but when you go to curl them over, they're not. So I went and brought a few things from Spotlight. My friend, he had Velcro and all that to use. So what you need is you will need like sewing lessons if you don't know how to sew, because you will need them. So I hand sewed on these because this is a double layer and I didn't want the stitching to go through to the other side, otherwise it will muck it up. So I hand sewed these on because they're like a double layer. I hand sewed on the Velcros. What I didn't hand sew and used a sewing machine is this part here. I hemmed it up, and you can't really see, but well, I'll show it this side. But I hemmed here, and also on this as well. So what I did, I think it was a 25 centimeter length of material that I used, and it was double folded. And I measured this on it at the ends, cut it out. Then what I did, once I cut it out, I hemmed these. Measured it to the length, so I brought it around, had the baton there, just see how tight, then I cut off the extras. And I did the same to this side. Once I did that, I got the baton on the wrong side. So this is the wrong side because you can see that the tail is stitched onto here. Yeah, let me bring that in. So I brought the baton down like this. I want people to see the paw. And luckily, these lengths are the lengths that I need in between the paw and the stripe. That I went around the other way, but you wrap it around like this so you can see the tension and all that, like I did. But to know where to put these in place, you have to make sure that your baton is even on both sides of your tail, otherwise you are going to end up with uneven strips here. Well, one will be closer to the tail than the other one will be further. You don't want that. So I put it down where it's about halfway in the middle, just a few centimeters from the paw. Then I got pins and pinned them down onto here. Once I've done that, I sewn it up. I made a few mistakes. My first one was I sewed it down and all that, realizing they weren't in the right spot. Second time I did it, they were back to front. The hemming side was on the wrong side. It was on this side, which I didn't want. So I had to pick it off again, and I finally did it on the right side. Now, what I did with the Velcro. With this Velcro, I didn't want to stitch it right onto the belt. Well, which I did, but I didn't want the Velcro part on there. So I had leftovers of this. I used them. Yeah, I used it was this side. Sorry, my video stopped. Anyway, as I was saying, I used the sewing machine to stitch these two Velcros onto the other bit of this, and then I hand stitched it on to the belt so it didn't go through to the other side, which I think some did, but it's really hard to notice. It's the first time doing it. But with these, I didn't need to add any other behind it, so I just stitched it straight on. But with the rough side of the Velcro, just mind you, it's really hard to do, because when you hand sew it, the thread gets stuck on this, and then you end up with knots everywhere, and yeah. So once you've done that, you're pretty much done. Then I tested it out and all that. So yeah, it works really well, as you saw before. So then I turned it the other way around, put the baton on, and it works really good. It's really helpful as well. Like, I could have done it on the suit, but yeah, I don't know, because it's not on his tail, it's just above it. But I think it was easier to do on the tail than the suit. Like, when I was looking at the suit, like, thinking on how I'll do it, yeah, it just looked hard. So this was easy to do. So I'm sorry I didn't film while I was doing it, but I hope I made sense of making this, and I'll see you on my next video on how I made my mask. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next video on how I made the mask, and yeah, goodbye. Bye.